I've come from Stockport to Manchester, going to the register office to get an old birth certificate.
Just to see my family and hand out some CVs because uni's over now, I need to get a job.
I live about 10 miles away, but I'm coming to the station to see my sister on the train to Barrow.
I work in Stockport, I've got friends in Salford, so it's trains and trams.
I know that our transport system's a lot better than any other countries that I've been recently, but they've all been like really poor countries, so I mean, I went on the first class train in India and it was pretty bad, and that was the first class train, so I'm quite happy with our transport. I think the train stations are quite nice, but the bus stops, nothing to them really, pretty basic.
Highlights, I don't know, I like coming into Manchester and seeing the City Stadium, and I don't know, and the B of the Bang, because it's, I don't know, it's kind of modern, it's modern now, and it's kind of interpreted. I don't know, I don't know, there's something kind of odd about it, it's something new.
Well, I mean, there are plenty of ads around the stations and all that, you know, and usually I don't have a lot of time to hang around because I'm always cutting it fine. I'm usually running for the trains, usually dashing.
But it's always raining in Manchester. Other than that, not a lot.
I'm a gabber and I talk to anyone at the bus stop.
I was down in London the other week, so I guess the only thing that grabbed my attention was these interactive, well, they weren't interactive, but they were kind of like, you know, like, it was advertising but kind of virtual. I thought that was pretty neat. It was like, it was on the tube wall and it was just kind of like there were these virtual kind of advertising. I thought that was pretty nifty, but apart from that, I don't really pay much attention.
Really, because when you're driving then they don't see anything, and then on the train they go that fast and so quiet you don't notice anything anymore.
Truthfully, yeah. Look at Banksy.
Banksy, the second one it said Banksy.
Well, you go down, I wouldn't mind having one of these and chop the wall up. It does, it just brightens this up and it's, you walk around the corner and it's there and yeah, take your mind on anything else around you, wouldn't it? I think it'd make a difference, yeah. Other than having all the black scroll off young kids that go past scrolling round them and breaking all the flaming glass in them. Yeah, I think we would.
Let's have something to brighten up your morning, wouldn't it? Because it's hardly the most happy place going to work in the morning. A few bright colours here and there wouldn't go amiss, would it?
It sort of reflects the culture and the attitude of the people within the city. I've been reading about this, that white face that's been put up in where it is off towards Liverpool. It's an old Mayan town. It's been funded by the local community.
Absolutely, without doubt. I mean, and where else might young people might get their art noticed, and they might get other opportunities from it? Well, to be honest, artists are artists, but I mean, if it's Manchester, then it's obviously great to generate local community, local involvement.
Because it's just something different. It counteracts what is a very plain building with something that sort of brightens it out a bit. Something you see in London and something you see in Paris as well, associated with the different stops. So it certainly would brighten up a lot of people.
Probably, yeah. I think, yeah, most of the cities do take a bit more pride in the surroundings, I suppose.
Buskers, I don't mind them, you know. I mean, they're usually on the London networks, aren't they? I mean, I've only been down there once, so, and I don't even think I saw any there. But yeah, I don't know, they're not so bad.
I don't mind that as long as I've got a choice. What I don't like is someone coming and singing in my face if I haven't chosen to stop and listen.
Use things like Bluetooth. It's kind of a new way of getting in contact with someone. You know, and I don't think anyone's taken advantage of that yet. There's all these new technologies and Wi-Fi and stuff like that, which I think that's an avenue to go down, definitely. And I think probably more and more people will do that as we get more used to it, because all these new things have only been out for a few years anyway.
Some kind of like a bit of a tour guide. I don't know if you could like sign up for like when you go past a certain place, he can tell you about it. Yeah, there's a lot of different people, not just from Manchester, so you might be able to learn something. A bit of humour, but then I don't know, if he gets like a Penguin advert, you'd see it all, wouldn't you? I don't know. Definitely colour gets in there somewhere, definitely. Just kind of, maybe bringing, I don't know, the environment is all a bit grey around here, so yeah, it's a little bit. Probably temporary, maybe coming back every year or something, maybe, or just changing, I don't know. Like I said before, people take advantage of it, it's there all the time, I don't know.
If rather than making it something permanent, you should have the ability to display different pieces of work over time. So I understand you have to protect these things, which is what they do in the Louvre station in Paris. If you went to Louvre Rivoli, it's all behind glass. Okay, but they will change the pieces occasionally, depending on what they've actually got going on in the museum, and that's something that may be worthwhile considering in this country.
Should, yes. You have to keep looking out for it then, so that will keep people interested. You know it's there, you know to look out for something new.
I think that would be a good idea. You could kind of, I mean, it doesn't have to be really, you know, expensive artists. It could be college artists, it could be university artists, or whatever. It could be a mix of them all, I guess. They all do decent stuff.
Like it, lovely. I think The Angel of the North is fantastic. And I thought The Bee of the Bag was marvellous. But it was such a shame that things were falling off. I think it was in the wrong place. I think it should have been on a hill. Yeah.
It would be the best if you got the local artists from the different areas contributing. Because they know what the area is like, so they know what will kind of show it in its best light. So I think they probably have the best ideas. I don't have any, but I think they kind of know creativity-wise what would go best and what would catch people's eyes.
I like them, I like the shocking appeal of them. I also like the Banksy style kind of modern art. It's like, cause it kind of fits in without fitting in. I don't know, it's kind of weird. It's people quickly get used to it, and that's kind of a good thing.
In a way, it's a bit too much because it's too big, but I do like it. It's a bit like, I mean, I usually come into Manchester on the tram, but because I wanted to come up this end, I got the bus. Now, coming in on the tram, there's the cows, aren't they, that are by some buildings. Now, it's like that, and I like that.
I like that because, you know, so often it changes. It's obviously on our local news, it's going to be so we've been to see a few when the news has been changed. We go and see what it is, whereas all the others stay exactly the same.
What I like are the sort of random things, like the picture of the bear you showed me, or the man coming out the ground. What I don't like is what they're doing in Trafalgar Square, for example, is taking an old heritage plinth and putting modern stuff on it. It totally grates for me.
It has a reaction from you, and it's a reaction within yourself. It does make you laugh. I sent a card to my mum recently, and apparently she burst out laughing when she saw it. It wasn't a funny card, but it was just a funny image that just made her laugh.
It made me smile, something to inspire me, something beautiful, something funny.
Yeah, but which can be different for different people, so it's going to be, you need a different variety of things that will reflect on those different interests.
It captures me, so I look at it, so it makes me smile and makes me think.
Yeah, something that thrills me, surprises me, and I go away with something to think about. Something that I take something away from.
I'd be up for it. I like art anyway, so I'd definitely be up for it.
Then if it's kind of tasteful, fits in with the city, then why not?
I want it to be everything. I would want it to enrich my life, to show that people are people, and there's things just as much as commercial adverts are very important because we need that to stimulate the economy. But it would be great to see other people's creativity and let them share that a bit more.